everybody's doing well. Decided to make a video today because I actually have a couple pieces of mail. I'm not sure what's going on with the mail. I have a package that was supposed to arrive yesterday, and it didn't arrive, but it told me it was expected at the end of the day. And then it tells me all kinds of other information that doesn't give me any clue. It says it's on its way to the next destination, whatever that means. So essentially it was a Wednesday delivery. I don't know if it's one of these fake eBay tracking numbers or whatever it is, but people have been having problems with tracking recently. So I don't know where the blazes that even is. I think it was coming from California, I don't know, but it was, like a $40+ purchase, so I kind of want to have it arrive yesterday, as if you know what I mean. But I'll show you what came in here. I guess everybody's going cuckoo over the new 2024 Top Series 1, so I'm going to go and get myself disappointed by going to the store and finding none. So that's what I'm going to do. Back in the day, you used to be able to go at any time of the day and find whatever you wanted there. But and I see videos of people posting, some people have like nothing at their stores, and some people say, well, they can't give the product away because it's too expensive. Back in the day, you would be able to either get a blaster box, you get your choice, a blaster, a hanger, or a number of packs. It doesn't really matter what I pull out of the packs, it's just for pack opening's sake. And I always like to buy it through a store because it's just, don't like to buy everything through the web. I have this problem where if I buy something, like I'm going to go and looking at a table, and those people that know me say, why are you doing with buying another table? That's the last thing you need is another table. But there's a spot where I'm using a dresser instead of a table. It's just too confusing. And I might want to replace that with something. We shall see. But anyway, so if that table happens to still be there, and if I could fit it, if those of you don't know, I had a different car a couple years ago. Somebody rear-ended me, and that was the end of the car. It was not really the end of the car, but they told me it was totaled, so I took the dollars and purchased a different car within the family without getting too many details away. And this car does not fit very much. If you have a Ford Focus, they don't fit very much. It looks like it could fit all kinds of stuff in there, but the back doors only open at an angle, and they don't open all the way. And the trunk is very wide, but it's very skinny, so you think you're going to get a small end table in there. It's like, oops, it's going to catch by that much. So pretty heavy table, so I have to take the measurements to the store. If it's not there, I'm not going to worry about it, head on to the next one. So my plan is to go off to the Target or whatever, look at cards, go to the store with the used table, see if it's still there. And it's got some water damage to the top, just a couple, coffee rings or whatever, but I could cover that with a small little thing, so not a problem, but it matches everything else I have, so that's where I really want it. And then head on to the Goodwill. I have a few things that I need to pick up there. There's always little bits of stuff that I need for stuff, so need is a really strong word, but we will get into what we have here. And I don't remember exactly when I sent all this, but this is all recently stuff here. This is out of Jacksonville, Florida here. And this should be the new stamp rate here, I think. 2 18s, a 20, a 10, and a 2 center. Very, very ancient 2 center. This is from oh my gosh. Are you going to get me with the magnifying glass trick here? I don't have my iPhone or anything here, but I want to say it's 1931. I have forgotten the date of that stamp, but it's from the 20s or 30s there, so I just went ahead and used that one. The interesting thing is I don't remember this envelope for the longest time. I haven't used these in quite a while, so it could have been a previous rate. So we'll see what we have here. And if we have any contest points, I'll let you know. What do we have here? Okay. Actually, this might have been an envelope I found laying around. So, alrighty. So we have 2 of 2, and this is not a point for Team 90s, but we have 2 of 2 from Craig Stadler. So he's a very good signer, very quick signer. I didn't realize I had more cards of him. He's got, probably a good 50 or more cards that you could get autographed. So I write to him every, 2 or 3 years. It's been quite a while since I've written to him. But I wanted to send off some of the newer ones because as good as a golfer as he is and as good a signer as he is, most people are only going to get his 1990s, 80s or 90s cards signed and not the new ones. So if something ever happened to him, he would be a tough find for those cards. So it's like I said, his autograph is not rare. Here's another one here. This one is from, oh my gosh, I'm trying to read this one. Spokane? No. Salt Lake. I think it's Salt Lake here. So a 45, an 11, and a 13, whatever that ends up being there. It's from Salt Lake. Okay. See what we have here. It's been like since 2 Mondays ago, and it is already, what, Thursday? So the week is ending here. Alright, so we got something here. Alright. So I sent in a larger envelope. See, you know, you go to the Star Tigers or whatever, and if people have made mentions of things. This is just the Bryce Canyon National Park, Utah. That was my postcard I sent off. Why did I send a postcard? Because I wrote a letter on there. So there's that one. This one came from, and it's not a point either, but this is on some sort of, I think it's a computer printed photo. I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's on some sort of photograph paper there. It's a kind of a matte finish. But this is Bruce Christensen, shortstop for the California Angels. So that's kind of a neat bonus item there. Looks like a 4x6 photograph. So that's kind of cool. And there's my original card that I sent him. Bruce Christensen from the Phoenix Giants. I'm just collecting as many of the Phoenix Giants as I can. Rocky Bridges has passed away, and a couple other guys have since passed on. So and those cards used to be in like the $5, $10 range already signed, and they've doubled or tripled. So can't buy those. Well, I don't want to buy those, but anyway. Shortstop Bruce Christensen. So he bounced back and forth. So it looks like he went from Idaho Falls to somewhere else, and then he went San Jose, Salt Lake, California. That was, I think, the Angels. Then he went to Salt Lake. Then went to El Paso. Then Salt Lake. Then Phoenix, and the Phoenix in '75. So I don't know how far he got after that, but he bounced around quite a bit. Those are his stats from 66 to 75. So a career minor leaguer for the most part there. But he did make the California Angels at some point. So, you know, some people's highlight is just making it to the big show, even if it's for a day or 12 games or 12 years. You know, so that's pretty cool to have that card there. It's on the Coca-Cola. There's another set that's almost identical to this, and they're very confusing. The only difference between this one and the other cards is that they've got a Pepsi logo. So some of them will say Pepsi and some of them will say Coke, and they're different years. So again, I made a mistake of buying some of the wrong ones. I usually buy these in team set form, but for whatever reason, some of them I didn't get in team set. So that's really cool to get 3 autographs. Or actually 4, because the bonus one there. But we got the 2 Craig Stadlers, so if you're looking for a golfer to write for Team 90s or however, there is Craig Stadler. It was just funny because I think this envelope must have come in like a RTS or something like that. And then I just added more postage on it because I don't remember, because these envelopes I used a long time ago. So that was kind of interesting there. And then again, Bruce Christensen, there we go. Very cool. So at least I have something, but my expensive package is still not here. I checked all the porches. Hope you enjoyed that, and that gives you an idea of a couple people to write to. These were 2 very recent send-outs. So Christensen was only like a week or 2 sent ago, and Stadler was in probably about the same day even. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.